Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and let this story soothe you. Euphorbia and Worship, a tale of kindness. His story is about Euphorbia and Hor, a kind woman and a curious kitten, who spread kindness in their village. Once upon a time in a quaint little village, there lived a kind-hearted woman named Euphorbia. Her laughter echoed through the cobblestone streets, bringing warmth to everyone she met. One day, while tending her vibrant garden filled with flowers of every color, she noticed a small kitten watching her curiously from the bushes. Euphorbia approached the kitten gently, her eyes filled with kindness as she spoke softly to it. The kitten, wary but intrigued, took a hesitant step forward, mewing softly. Euphorbia named the kitten Orchid, inspired by the blossoming flowers she loved so much. She welcomed Orchid into her home, offering a cozy basket lined with soft blankets and a saucer of warm milk. Orchid quickly grew fond of her new home and Euphorbia's gentle care. They became inseparable, exploring the village and spreading joy together. One chilly autumn evening, while the two were nestled by the fireplace, they heard a faint crying sound from outside. Euphorbia and Orchid discovered a shivering young fox cub, lost and alone. Without hesitation, Euphorbia wrapped the cub in a warm blanket and brought it inside, setting it near the fire to warm up. Orchid stayed close by, her eyes wide with concern and impolite. They cared for the fox cub with tender, loving attention, ensuring it felt safe and loved. As days turned into weeks, the fox cub whom Euphorbia named Ember grew stronger and formed a bond with the kind woman and her curious kitten. Word of Euphorbia's kindness spread throughout the village, and soon creatures of all kinds sought her help when in need. She created a sanctuary in her garden, a haven for animals to find refuge and care. Euphorbia, Oi, and Ember spent their days in harmony, their hearts full of love and kindness, helping others and making their village a place where love blossomed as beautifully as the flowers in Euphorbia's garden. The fireflies seemed to sense their presence and gently guided them back to the stone archway, illuminating the way. As they returned to their village, Buttercup and Petunia felt a deep sense of happiness and wonder. They knew they had shared a special adventure that night, one that they would cherish forever. The village welcomed them back with open arms, eager to hear about their magical journey. As the night drew to a close, Buttercup and Petunia snuggled up in their cozy bed, drifting off to sleep with dreams of their next adventure. And so, in the peaceful village nestled in the lush valley, the bond between a little girl and her brave puppy grew even stronger, their hearts intertwined with the magic of the world around them. The next story awaits, calm and peaceful. Lobelia and Tansy's heartwarming adventure. This story is about a woman Lobelia and her ferret Tansy, and their deep love for each other and the enchanting forest they live in. Lobelia had always been a lover of quiet evenings, her heart at ease with the whispering of the trees. Her small cottage nestled at the edge of an enchanted forest, where mystery and magic intertwined. Among the tall oaks and velvet butterflies, her only companion was Tansy, a ferret with a silken coat and eyes as bright as the stars. The bond between them was more than mere friendship. It was a symphony of hearts, resonating with pure love. Every morning, Lobelia awoke to Tansy's gentle nudge, a reminder that another day of wonder was about to begin. They spent their days exploring, a pair inseparable as they wandered through the forest's emerald depths. Lobelia would weave stories about the ancient trees and the secrets they held, her voice a melody that danced with the breeze. Inside, ever attentive, would twitch his whiskers in delight, his boundless energy a testament to his joy. One cool autumn day, as the leaves turned to golden whispers, they stumbled upon a hidden glade bathed in sunlight. In the center stood an ancient tree, its bark etched with time-worn runes that glowed faintly. Lobelia felt an inexplicable pull towards it, a sense of familiarity as if she had known it all her life. Fancy circled the tree, his nose twitching with curiosity. As Lobelia approached, she heard a soft hum, a vibration of life and history. She placed her hand on the bark, and in that instant, images flooded her mind, visions of love, laughter, and loss entwined with the tree's enduring spirit. Tansy's soft paw found Lobelia's hand, grounding her as the senses overwhelmed her. She realized then that the tree was the heart of the forest, a guardian of the magic that made their world so extraordinary. With Tansy by her side, Lobelia vowed to protect this ancient sentinel with every fiber of her being. The rest of their days were filled with the joy of discovery and the quiet strength of their love for the forest and each other. Nights were spent under stars, where Lobelia would tell Tansy stories of the past and their undying bond. In their simple life, they found the truest love, a love for each other, and a love for the world around them. And so Lobelia and Tansy lived, hearts intertwined with the rhythm of the forest, forever cherished and eternally at peace. Here, on ends another comforting story for you. Elia and the Autumn's Fright, a journey to happiness. This story is about Dahlia and the Autumn's Fright William, who worked together to bring happiness back to their village. Once upon a time, in a quaint village surrounded by the vivid hues of autumn leaves, there lived a young girl named Dahlia. She had golden hair that shimmered in the sunlight, and eyes the color of the sky on a clear day. Dahlia loved the autumn season more than anything else. Every day, she would wander through the forest near her village, captivated by the fiery reds, oranges, and yellows of the leaves. One crisp afternoon, while exploring deeper into the woods than she ever had before, Dahlia stumbled upon a hidden grove. In the center of the grove was an old oak tree, its branches reaching out like welcoming arms. At the base of the tree sat a tiny, delicate figure. He had wings that sparkled like the first frost of winter and a kind, gentle face. Dahlia's eyes widened in wonder as she realized she had discovered an autumn sprite. His name was William, and he was known to bring joy to those who were pure of heart. William looked up and smiled warmly at Dahlia. "Hello," he said in a voice as soft as a whispering breeze. "I am William, the autumn's fright. I sense that you have a heart full of happiness. Will you help me with a special task?" Dahlia nodded eagerly, her curiosity piqued. William explained that the forest thrived on the happiness of the villagers, and their joy was what kept the leaves so vibrant. However, some of the villagers had forgotten to find joy in the simple things. William asked Dahlia to help remind the villagers of the beauty and happiness around them. Together, they embarked on their mission. They baked sweet apple pies and delivered them with smiles, rekindling memories of family gatherings. They organized a festival with games and laughter, where even the grumpiest of villagers could help but join in the fun. Dahlia and William danced under the moonlight, their laughter echoing through the night, bringing magic back into the village. Slowly, the villagers began to find joy in the little moments once more. The forest flourished, and the colors of the leaves grew even more brilliant. Dahlia's village became a haven of happiness, all thanks to her and the ox sprite's efforts. One evening, as the leaves turned to gold and the sky was painted with the hues of sunset, William approached Dahlia. "You have brought so much happiness to this village," he said gently. "But now, I must return to the heart of the forest until next autumn." Dahlia felt a pang of sadness, but knew that the joy they had spread would last. "Thank you, William," she said, embracing the tiny sprite. "I will never forget you." With a final smile, William flew back into the depths of the forest, his wings shimmering in the twilight. Dahlia watched until he disappeared from sight, her heart full of gratitude. From that day on, every time the leaves began to change, Dahlia knew that somewhere in the forest, William was watching over them, ensuring that happiness always thrived. With all her strength, Tulip lifted the branch and freed Silverbell. "Thank you, Tulip. I knew you wouldn't give up on me," Silverbell said, her voice trembling with relief. Together, they found shelter and waited for the storm to pass. The next morning, the forest was serene again. Tulip and Silverbell knew their friendship had grown even stronger. They had faced a great ordeal and emerged united. From that day on, Tulip and Silverbell were inseparable. They talked with other forest creatures about understanding and trust, creating a harmonious community. Together, they showed that despite differences, true friendship could blossom through understanding and compassion. Here, another story to bring you calm. Glaucomania and Star. Memories in the Moonlight. This story is about a woman named Gloxinia and a mouse named Star who share memories under the moonlight, discovering that memories never truly leave but live on in stories and places touched by those who made them. Gloxinia was a gentle soul who lived in a quaint little cottage by the edge of a mystical forest. Every evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and painted the sky in shades of crimson and gold, Gloxinia would sit by her window and gaze into the twilight. It was during one such evening that she first met Star, a tiny mouse with fur as white as snow and eyes that twinkle like the stars above. Star had ventured into Gloxinia's cottage, drawn by the warmth and the scent of freshly baked bread. Gloxinia, not one to turn away a visitor, welcomed Star with open arms and a slice of her warm bread. As time passed, a bond bloomed between Gloxinia and Star. They shared countless stories, laughter, and even their silent moments. Gloxinia often reminisced about her childhood, and Star would listen intently, his little heart always swelling with warmth for the tales. An particularly enchanting evening, as the full moon bathed the forest in a silver glow, Gloxinia took Star outside. "Tonight," she whispered, "I want to show you something special." They walked through the forest. Star perched comfortably on Gloxinia's shoulder. They wandered until they reached a serene clearing, where the moonlight pooled like liquid silver. Gloxinia knelt and began to trace patterns in the soft earth with her fingers. "These are my memories," she said, her voice a gentle caress on the night air. Star watched in awe as glowing images sprung from the ground, stories of joy, sorrow, and everything in between. There was a memory of Gloxinia as a little girl, chasing fireflies with her father, the laughter echoing through the clearing. Another memory showed her mother teaching her to bake in their tiny kitchen, the smell of spices filling the air. There were moments of serene solitude, of Gloxinia sitting by a stream, listening to the whispering water. Slowly, Star realized that these memories were not just stories. They were fragments of Gloxinia's heart, pure and beautiful. "What happens to memories when people leave?" asked Star softly. Gloxinia smiled, a tear sparkling in her eye. "They remain in the world round us, in the places we've been, and the hearts we've touched." The glowing images began to fade, but not before Star saw one last memory and Gloxinia discovering him for the first time. Gloxinia stood up, the clearing once again bathed in pure moonlight. She carried Star back to their cozy cottage, lulled by the gentle sounds of the night. As they nestled into their warm beds, Gloxinia whispered, "Good memories never truly leave us. They live on in the stories we share." Star's eyes slowly closed, his heart filled with the warmth of Gloxinia's memories. The moon shone brightly above, a silent sentinel to their friendship and the memories they had yet to make. Rest well, and may tomorrow be a bright new day.